Today, we're diving into one of the wildest gambles in modern racing. The story of an American superstar who's risking a legendary career for one last all-or-nothing shot at his Formula One dream.
You know, it's a question we've all probably asked ourselves at some point. What do you do when that thing you've worked your entire life for just disappears, right when you think you have it?
Well, for driver Colton Herta, the answer isn't to walk away. Nope. It's to double down. It's to leave behind the comfortable throne in one racing series and become a rookie all over again. This is his story.
So let's just rewind a bit to see how big this gamble really is. Back in 2022, Herta was this close. He was on the verge of signing a Formula One deal with AlphaTauri. And then, poof, it all fell apart because of a super license points issue. Basically, red tape. The F1 window didn't just close, it slammed shut. Or so we thought. Because in 2026, the game completely changed.
So what changed? What was the lifeline? One word: Cadillac. The iconic American brand is jumping into Formula One, and that move just blew the doors wide open for Herta.
And listen, this isn't just some vague handshake deal. Cadillac has given Herta a real, concrete role as their official test driver, and that includes 4 official F1 practice sessions. This is not a PR stunt, folks. This is a full-blown audition on the world stage.
And you can hear it straight from the man himself. He's not sitting around waiting for a phone call. He is actively rebuilding his entire career, moving to Europe to race in the Formula 2 feeder series, all with one singular mission: to be ready the second that Cadillac F1 seat opens up. But, and this is a huge but, this move comes at a massive cost. This isn't just a career change, it's a high-stakes gamble, trading a sure thing for a shot at the absolute biggest prize in motorsport.
I mean, just look at this contrast. It is night and day. In America, Herta is already a legend. He's the youngest winner in IndyCar history, an elder statesman at just 26 years old. But in Europe, he's starting over. He's a rookie again, battling it out in a junior series against kids who are barely 18. It's an incredible professional risk.
And get this is what really puts it all into perspective. He's now racing against Sebastian Montoya. Colton Herta used to compete against his father, the legendary Juan Pablo Montoya, back in IndyCar. That is just a wild, mind-bending generational twist that perfectly captures his whole veteran-rookie situation. But this gamble isn't just about status or pride. It's about the machine itself. Herta literally has to relearn what a race car even feels like from the ground up. He's taming a totally different beast.
You might think the biggest shock would be the cornering or the braking, right? Nope. For Herta, it was the sheer, relentless power of the F1 hybrid engine. There's no turbo lag like he's used to. It's just instant, linear acceleration that feels like it never, ever stops.
Then there's something you probably wouldn't even think about: how you sit in the car. In an F1 car, you're practically lying on your back with your feet way up high. It totally changes your sightlines, your visibility. It's like trying to relearn how to drive your own car, but from the passenger seat.
And here's a fantastic little detail that just makes this whole story even better. Herta has this totally unique driving style. He's a toe pusher. He doesn't rest his heel on the floor of the car like almost every other driver on the planet. He controls the pedals only with his toes. It's a habit he picked up back in his karting days as a kid, and it's stuck with him all the way to the top.
Okay, this chart really breaks it all down. Take this steering. An IndyCar is just raw, manual labor. It's incredibly physical. F1 has power steering, but it demands insane precision. The power delivery, like we said, is that smooth, linear torque versus the explosive turbo lag in IndyCar. And even the cockpit itself is different. IndyCar's aeroscreen basically turns the cockpit into an oven, while the F1 halo allows for a lot more cooling airflow.
So Herta has to learn all this new stuff, right? But he doesn't get to do it in a quiet classroom. He has to do it while being thrown into one of the most high-pressure, cutthroat environments in all of racing, the Formula 2 Championship. This is the gauntlet.
And Herta himself is the first to tell you this idea that his IndyCar success will make F2 a walk in the park is a total myth. He says it's nothing like what he's used to. The format itself is designed to create absolutely crushing pressure.
Just try to wrap your head around this. You get 40 minutes of practice, 40, and you get only one set of tires for that practice. That's it. A single qualifying lap can make or break your entire weekend. One tiny mistake, one lockup, one brush with the wall, and your weekend is basically over before it even started. There is zero room for error. And he's doing all of this at 26 years old.
In a series where most of the drivers are teenagers fresh out of F3, Herta is the veteran. He's the one with everything to prove and everything to lose, all while he's adapting to a new car, new tracks, and a totally new way of racing.
Which brings us to this. With Cadillac in his corner and this all-in commitment to F2, Colton Herta is done waiting. He's not just knocking on the door to Formula One anymore, he is kicking it down. The question now isn't if he'll get a shot, but whether this incredible, audacious gamble will actually pay off.